From the wonderful world of sports, we bring you Home Run Derby, where each week the leading home run hitters of the major leagues will compete in a home run hitting contest. You'll meet such stars as Duke Snider, Eddie Matthews, Rocky Colavito, Ernie Banks, Mickey Mantle, Henry Aaron, Harmon Killebrew, Willie Mays, and many others.
Well, hi there, everybody. I'm Mark Scott, and today on Home Run Derby, we have two great National League sluggers. Our last week's winner from the San Francisco Giants, Willie Mays, and from the Los Angeles Dodgers, Gil Hodges. The boys have just finished their batting practice, so let's meet them. Come on in, fellas. Willie, good to see you again.
Thank you, Mark.
Gil, welcome to Home Run Derby.
Thank you, Mark. Nice being here.
Good to have you. As you fellas know, the winner today will receive $2,000. The loser, $1,000. As a bonus, anytime you hit 3 home runs in a row, it's worth another $500. The fourth in a row, still another $500. And each successive home run after that, an additional $1,000. Now you'll play 9 innings. You'll get 3 outs per inning. Any ball not hit out of the ballpark for a home run is an out. A swing and a miss or a called strike by plate umpire Art Passarella also constitutes an out. The pitchers are out there to throw the ball over the plate. They're batting practice pitchers, and they'll work every other inning. Willie, do you have any questions?
No question, Mark.
Gil?
How do you get the ball over the fence, Mark?
I guess just wait for your pitch and swing as hard as you can, Gil. Now, as the winner of our last contest, Willie, you'll act as the home team. That means you'll bat last. Gil, you'll lead it off, so good luck to both of you.
Thank you. Good luck, Willie.
Gil. We'll start Home Run Derby in just a moment.
Batter up!
Well, here we go. The top half of the first inning. Gil Hodges going into the batter's box. As an incentive for the pitcher to get the ball over the plate, the pitcher who throws the most home run balls also receives a bonus. High fly ball into shallow left field. That'll be an out.
1-1.
It's a home run or nothing here on Home Run Derby. Willie, here we go again.
Oh, yes.
Pop up into short left center, 2 away.
2 outs.
Pops it up foul, out of play, and that's all for Gil in the first inning. Goes down without a home run. And the score now, going into the bottom half of the first inning, Gil Hodges nothing, Willie Mays coming up. Well, Gil, you and your Dodgers have been friendly enemies with Willie and his Giants for a long time, haven't you?
Well, we certainly have, Mark.
You brought that rivalry right from the East Coast all the way to the West Coast.
Right. It's really, was really something back in New York, and certainly developing to really a rivalry out here, too.
And you've got a tough job on your hands today against Willie.
There's no question about that.
Here's Willie Mays, the last half of the first. High fly ball going back deep into center field, away back near the wall. It's going to stay in, however, and it's an out.
1-1.
That ball good. If he could have pulled it a little bit, I'm sure it would have been out.
High fly ball into straightaway center.
2 outs.
High fly ball into straightaway left field, and that's all for Willie Mays. Goes down in the first, and at the end of 1 complete.
3 outs.
It's Willie Mays nothing, Gil Hodges nothing. Willie, I think you can easily compare Gil with yourself. You're both good glove men and good hitters. Is Gil good around that first base bag?
Well, I can say this, Mark. Gil been good around first base for a long time. He was there when I arrived here.
And he's still playing it great.
Yes, definite.
One of the all-time great Dodgers, Gil Hodges, going up to the plate against one of the all-time great Giants, Willie Mays, scoreless here in the top half of the second. Baseball's Hall of Fame has got a spot reserved for both you and Gil.
Well, I hope so, Mark. That's a real great thrill if you ever get into it.
No score, top half of the second. High fly ball deep to left, way back, it's going. It's way back there, and... oh, it stays in the ballpark. Man, he hit that one way up high.
High, Mark.
Just a little bit too high for an out.
2 outs.
2 away. Line drive to left field, and that's all for Gill in the second inning.
3 outs.
And the score at the end of an inning and a half of play, Gil Hodges, nothing. Willie Mays, nothing. Gil, you're one of the few players in Major League Baseball history who have hit 4 home runs in one game. Was that a thrill?
Well, it certainly was, Mark. I was pretty lucky. It was in 1950, I believe, and it was a night game against the old Boston Braves, which are now naturally the Milwaukee Braves. I was lucky enough, it was an odd thing. I hit 2 home runs off of left-handed pitchers and 2 home runs off the right-handed pitchers.
That was at Ebbets Field?
Ebbets Field, yes.
Must be a great thrill. You know, 4 in a row here would be worth $1,000.
Be pretty good.
No score, the last half of the second. Willie Mays, the batter. Willie Mays has won a total of $7,000 on Home Run Derby. High fly ball lofted into left field. That's going to stay in the ballpark. Got under that one a bit too much, Gil.
Yeah, see, naturally you're trying to get the ball up in the air, you know, and sometimes you get under it a little bit too much.
Line drive to left.
2
You
outs.
better save those for the season.
That's one of his favorite swings right there, the line drive to left field.
There are 2 outs here in the second. And that's all for
3
Willie
outs.
Mays in the second inning. Failed to hit one out of the park. And the score now at the end of 2 innings complete, it's Willie Mays, nothing. Gil Hodges, nothing. Willie, Gil has had the thrill of hitting 4 home runs in one ball game. Have you ever hit 3 in one contest?
No, I have a hard enough time hitting 1, Mark. I don't worry about 3 too much. I had 3 in an exhibition game, but that was just practice, I think.
It's pretty tough to hit home runs.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Here's Gil Hodges, the top half of the third. No score. Line drive, a base hit in a ball game,
1 out.
but an out here on Home Run Derby. 1 away. Gil liked that ball high.
I think he likes it lower inside, I think.
High fly ball going back deep in the left center field. Way back, and goodbye over the left center field wall for a home run. Gil Hodges belts a line drive to take the lead 1-0 here in the top of the third. High fly ball to left. Way back, and gone over the left field wall. That's 2 in a row for Hodges. He leads 2-0. 1 more, $500. 3 home runs in a row here on Home Run Derby. A bonus of $500. Fouls it off
2 outs.
for an out. Well, he had a chance.
Oh, I had quite a few, too, Mark.
That third one's tough. Line drive to left field for an out. Solidly hit, but it's an out here on Home Run Derby.
3 outs.
And Gil Hodges picks up 2 home runs in the top half of the third. The score, Gil Hodges 2, Willie Mays nothing. Gil, for a while there, it was shades of 1950. Did I bother you when I mentioned those 2 in a row?
No, I don't think so, Mark. I had a good ball to hit, trying for the third one. I just fouled it off, that's all.
Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. The next time I'll be real quiet and whisper it so the folks at home can know what's going on.
I hope I get an opportunity to try for the third one in a row.
Here's Willie Mays, the last of the third. 2-0. Gil Hodges out in front. High fly ball into left field. That'll stay in the park. Hit a mile high. Might bring rain.
1 away.
1 out. Well, you went to 1 out in the third before you hit your first one. Line drive to left. 2 outs.
2 away.
High infield pop-up, and that's all for Willie Mays in the third. Failed to score.
3 outs.
And now at the end of 3 complete, it's Gil Hodges 2, Willie Mays nothing. We'll be back to begin the 4th inning in just a moment. Back to Home Run Derby in the top half of the 4th inning. Willie, do you think that the ball players try just a little bit harder in a rivalry like the Dodgers and the Giants?
I think they do, Mark. I know for myself, it doesn't matter what I'm hitting against any other club. When I play the Dodgers, I play real good.
Here's Gil Hodges. Ground foul for an out. Gil leading by a score of 2-0 here.
1 away.
Top half of the 4th inning, 1 out. This ballpark has been selected because it favors neither an American nor a National League player. The fences are of equal distances with no advantages to a right or a left-handed hitter. Line drive for an out.
2 outs.
Gil's shaking his head on that one.
Must have been a good pitch, and he just pulled it too much.
High fly ball going into orbit. Look out, airplane. Way back and gone over the left field wall. Man, that was as high as that plane.
There's a light tower out there looking like it.
It was really hit. 3-0 now, Gill leading. High fly ball going deep. Going, and goodbye. That's 2 in a row. Another one is worth a bonus of $500. He's got 2 in a row. Well, he brushed him back a bit.
Do something to it.
4-0, Gil Hodges out in front. The $500 pitch is coming now. Line drive into left field for an out, and that's all for Gil.
3 outs.
But he picked up 2 home runs here. They were in a row, could not get the third one. And the score now, going into the bottom half of the 4th inning, Gil Hodges 4, Willie Mays nothing. Gil, you got 2 in a row there again. What happened?
Well, Mark, I was waiting on you to say it a little bit louder. This one more, and it'll be 3 in a row. I didn't hear you. You must have whispered it.
I was just whispering into the microphone like this.
No, I had a good ball to hit. It was just a little bit away from me.
Here's Willie. High fly ball deep to left. That could go, but no, he caught that a bit, I believe, right on the end of the bat.
Yes, he did. He was just a little bit out in front of that one, Mark.
1 out.
Ouch.
Ouch, that's a base hit.
2 away.
In a ball game, but it's an out here on Home Run Derby. Line drive to left field, and that's all for Willie in the 4th inning.
3 outs.
And the score now at the end of 4 complete is Gil Hodges 4, Willie Mays nothing. Willie, you're hitting that ball well on the line.
Yeah, but it doesn't count, Mark. It's all base hits.
So many clotheslines out there, I thought it was Monday morning.
I'll take a few long ones now.
You'll get them. Top half of the 5th inning, Gil Hodges the batter, leading 4-0. Gil had 2 in a row in the 3rd and 2 in a row in the 4th. High fly ball down the left field line, curving foul, however.
1 out.
Belted high and deep, but pulled around to the left in foul territory for an out. Ground ball, 2 away.
2 outs.
Gil was out in front of that one just a bit.
Yeah, it seemed like I hit it on the end, Mark, to me.
High fly ball into left field, going way back, off the wall into the ivy for an out.
3 outs.
That's all for Hodges in the 5th. And the score now at the midway point, Gil Hodges 4, Willie Mays nothing. You know, Gil, I'm going to go back a few years. Although you made your mark in the major leagues as a first baseman, I remember when I was broadcasting in the old Piedmont League, you were a catcher for Newport News. What made you change positions?
Well, I was continued catching until 1948, and then Leo DeRocher, managing the club at that time, decided I should play first base. Also, a fellow by the name of Roy Campanella was coming up.
That helped make up your mind and theirs.
Yes, that's right, Mark.
Here's Willie. High fly ball, there she goes, way back, and goodbye.
He tagged that one.
Oh, man, that ball was hit. It's 4-1 now. Willie Mays broke out of his slump with that one. Line drive to left for an out.
1 away.
I imagine ex-ball players watching this program say, how in the world can that man call that one an out?
Ball was hit good, Mark.
2 outs.
That's 2 away. Willie reached up for that one.
Ball was a little high.
High infield pop-up, and that's all. But Willie Mays picked up a home run here in the 5th inning.
3 outs.
And the score at the end of 5 complete. Gil Hodges 4, Willie Mays 1. Willie, Gil was telling me that Leo DeRocher, when he managed the Dodgers, was influential in his career, and he was mighty, mighty helpful in yours.
Well, I can say this about Leo. Leo was like a father to me, more than a manager. I would take my troubles to him and would try to iron them out, and I really appreciate it because I had no one when I came to New York.
Top of the 6th, Gil Hodges the batter. Line drive to left, in between the outfielders. Takes
1 out.
a couple of hops up against the wall, but it's an out here. You'd be running that one down in a ball game, Willie.
Trying to get 2.
Ground ball, 2 outs.
2 away.
High fly ball belted high and deep to left near the line. She is off the wall and foul, 4 and out.
3 outs.
Way back deep, but that's all for Gill in the 6th inning. And the score now, going into the bottom half of the 6th, Gil Hodges 4, Willie Mays 1. Gil, do you find there's pressure in a contest like this?
Well, I think there certainly is, Mark. You're naturally up there trying to get a good ball, and naturally you know that the only thing that counts is the one over the fence.
Here's Willie Mays. Ground ball for an out.
1-1. Two outs.
Ground ball, 2 away. High fly ball belted high and deep to left, way back, and gone over the left field wall. Well, it's a 4-2 score now. Willie Mays picking up his 2nd home run in this contest with 2 out in the 6th. Gil Hodges leading 4-2.
He's creeping up a little bit, isn't he?
Yeah, he's inching up on you, Gil. High fly ball deep to left. It may be fair, it may be foul. It's a foul ball. Hit a country mile, but foul.
3 outs.
And that's all for Willie. Picked up a home run here in the 6th inning, and now, at the end of 6 complete, it's Gil Hodges 4, Willie Mays 2. Now let's take time out for a moment. Back to home run derby and the top of the 7th inning. Willie, you got 1, and you hit 1 foul just by a little bit.
Yeah, if I can just keep it up, Mark, I'd be all right.
You're only 2 behind now. You were trailing by 4 at one time.
Getting lucky, I guess.
Pops it up.
1-1.
1 out. Line drive to left field for an out. 2 away.
2 outs.
I haven't seen you smile once today.
Well, Mark, I'm trying to do a little business now, and I haven't time to smile.
High fly ball belted way back deep in left field. Going, and gone over the left field wall. It's now 5-2. Gil Hodges out in front. Another high fly ball going into left, but I don't believe it's going to carry. Staying in the ballpark, 4 and out.
3 outs.
But Gil Hodges picks up an insurance run here in the top half of the 7th inning. And the score now, going into the bottom of the 7th, is Gil Hodges 5, Willie Mays 2. Gil, in the Dodgers clubhouse meetings before games against the Giants, do they go over a good way to pitch to Willie Mays?
Well, naturally you talk about him just like you talk about the rest of the fellows, but he's something like a musial, you know. You just don't know, you can't pitch him one way. Now, I was talking to Willie just before we went on the TV here and asking him about how many times he's bunted the ball.
High fly ball into left for an out. What'd he say?
Well, he told me he's bunted the ball 1 time. He sacrificed
1-1.
1 time since he's playing Major League Baseball. That's some record. That's the type of ball player he is.
They have enough confidence in him to let him hit straight away.
Right.
High fly ball again into left field. That'll stay in the park. 2 outs.
2 away.
Line drive into left field, and that's all for Willie in the 7th inning.
3
And the
outs.
score now, at the end of 7 complete, Gil Hodges 5, Willie Mays 2. Here's Gil Hodges in the 8th. Gil leading 5-2. High fly ball into left center for an out. Willie, you've averaged 8 home runs per
1-1.
contest in your 4 previous appearances. You have 2, but I think you're going to get hot here in the last couple of innings.
Well, that's the only way I'm going to win, Mark, is get hot.
Line drive for an out.
2 outs.
High fly ball into left field, way back, and gone over the left field wall. Goodbye. It's 6-2 now with Gil out in front. Line drive to left for an out, and that's all for Gil, but he picked up a home run here in the 8th inning.
3 outs.
And the score now, going into the bottom half of the 8th inning, is Gil Hodges 6, Willie Mays 2. Gil, we made a brief mention of Roy Campanella a while ago. Just how great a ball player was he?
Well, I can say this, Mark, he's the greatest catcher that I've ever seen. And I started in 1943. I've heard a lot of baseball people before that say that he's one of the greatest of all time.
Willie lifts the first pitch high and deep into left field, way back, and goodbye. It's now 6-3. Willie Mays hit that first one. Campy was a great inspiration to the Dodgers, too.
Oh, he certainly was, Mark.
Foul tip nubbed it off the end.
One away.
One out. A ball player is not eligible for the Hall of Fame until after he's been out of baseball for 5 years.
I think that's correct, yes, Mark.
Line drive to left, two
Two
out.
away.
Certainly, I think Roy will certainly have a real good chance to be voted into the Hall of Fame.
Ground ball, and that's all for Willie in the 8th inning.
3 outs.
Picked up a home run to narrow the margin down, but the score at the end of 8 complete. Gil Hodges 6, Willie Mays 3. Gil Hodges stepping in, top half of the 9th, leading 6-3. Gil had 2 in the 3rd, 2 in the 4th. They were back-to-back, 1 in the 7th and 1 in the 8th. Line drive to left. Foul ball, and it stays in the ballpark anyway, so it's an out.
1 out.
1 away as the tension mounts here in the 9th inning. Willie Mays has won 3 contests in a row coming into this one, beating Bob Allison, Harmon Killebrew, and Jim Lemon. Pop-up foul out of play. Well, just like when you're
Two
playing
away.
in your home ballpark, you've got last bats, Willie.
Well, I like that, Mark, but with 3 down, that's a long ways to go.
2 out, top of the 9th. Line drive to left field, and that's all for Gil Hodges. In the 9th inning, he failed to hit a home run, but the score going into the bottom half of the 9th, Gil Hodges 6, Willie Mays 3. Gil, you lead by 3 here going to the bottom half of the 9th.
Mark, what's going to happen if Willie gets up there and hits 3 of them, ties it up?
Just like in a regular ball game, we go into extra innings.
I see.
Fouls it off, 1 out.
1 away.
High pop-up off to the right side of the infield, 2 away. 3 in a row
2
here
outs.
for Mays. Could tie it up at 6-6. Trails by 3. Last half of the 9th. High fly ball deep to left. It is caught for an out.
3
And
outs.
that's all. Willie Mays goes down in the 9th inning. Gil Hodges wins it. A great big smile for doing it.
Yes, certainly.
Our final score is Gil Hodges 6, Willie Mays 3. We'll be back to talk to our ball players and present the checks in just a moment. Willie, with this check for $1,000, that's a total of $8,000 that you've won on Home Run Derby. You've been a tremendous competitor. Our thanks and appreciation.
Thank you, Mark. And Gil, keep swinging.
Thank you, Will. Well, Gil, I have a check here for you for $2,000, and you beat quite a man when you beat Willie Mays.
Well, I was very fortunate, Mark. By the way, who's next?
Your next opponent is an infielder from the Chicago Cubs, a 2-time winner of the Most Valuable Player Award in the National League, Ernie Banks.
Going to really have to get in shape to even stay close with Ernie.
Well, just keep swinging. Congratulations and good luck.
Thank you.
Join us at home plate for another exciting contest when Gil Hodges will meet Ernie Banks on Home Run Derby.
Home Run Derby is produced with multiple cameras, the players' interviews being recorded simultaneously with the contest.